That's what it is. I call that what it was. There he is. Oh, he smoked that thing. Oh, check that out.
Look at the head on her.
Love it. Bacon. Choked it all the way down. Let's catch another one. Hey guys, fall of the year brings back a good memory. Mr. Boyd Duckett, Guntersville Lake, bass chasing shad. We're gonna have a good time today. What do you think?
Man, I hope so. You know, Tennessee River is always fun in the fall. It's kind of interesting. You know, I got a couple of baits that you said you weren't terribly familiar with my BD8, and this is really a cool bait. You know, we'll throw whatever we have to catch them, but this is a really good cover bait, and it's a wonderful grass bait. It's got this really big bill on it that helps it break loose of the grass. You know, a lot of crankbaits get hung when you fish grass lines. You can pull this through the grass pretty decent, and they should hit this pretty good as well. And of course,
well,
you know,
everybody knows about the swim bait in the Tennessee River, and it is the fall of the year. These fish are chasing shad. These are two shad imitators. Let's go have some fun.
Man, I hope they're biting today.
Stay tuned, guys.
You know, this is a neat little place because you got that giant grass flat, all this flat water back here, and you got a hole in here without grass, which is what makes it different. You can take this BD8 and just when you get to the very edge of the grass line.
Found one on the crankbait.
Yep, found one on the crankbait.
That's about where them fish were schooling.
It's BD8 when you get around this grass edge.
Pretty decent little fish.
Yep, pretty decent little fish. You know how it is. Oh. Not quite ready yet.
Just got the back
one hook. I just got one hook in him. Oh no! Stay on.
He was buttoned up good till he came up and jumped.
He was, yeah. I got one. Now I'm gonna do what you'd never do in a tournament right here. Oh, look! I rehooked him.
Got him.
See, you can't pull. See that? Oh, but then pop that loose. Yeah. I got him rehooked.
No, we'd lost that fish in the tournament every time.
Twice. But today,
yeah,
nice big old chunk like that, just you'd need bad in your tournament bag. And he just stays on.
Stays on.
Stays on. Great fish. Just hit a little pot of grass and I paused and I was just letting that crankbait break free and it broke free and went, it started going again and then goes, boom.
It's amazing. It doesn't matter. It seems like any hard bait or swim bait, if you're fishing grass, how many bites you get when it pops
free.
loose.
Isn't that the truth? You know, the BD8 is a 8-foot running crankbait. You can hold your rod tip high or go to a little higher, a little heavier line, you know, and run it in 5 or 6 feet. But what makes that bait so good for fall fishing, the bill was designed to create a big, wide wobble. It's also a very weedless bait. You know, crankbaits have 2 treble hooks and they're bad about hanging up. But this bill design allows it to come through cover, not only grass, wood, rocks. It's designed to feather through cover. And that's a fantastic technique, especially when the bass are on the grass lines, where you have 2-foot deep grass and a boat length away you have 12 foot of open water. You want to cast down those grass lines, get that crankbait down to that 7 or 8 foot depth, and then you just want it ticking the top of that grass. That big bill helps it suspend when it hits grass. And you just give it a little pop. When it starts back, that's where most of your strikes occur, because that bass will follow that bait and it looks like it's trying to bury up in that grass. As soon as you pop it free, you get that reaction strike. You can't stand it. And you got that fish.
There he is.
Oh, he smoked that thing.
Crankbaiter?
Yeah, crankbait. Good one. BD8 coming through the grass. Same deal, man. I popped a little piece of grass, and as soon as I came free,
it's funny how they get it. It's like they're just sitting there watching it.
I know, just sitting there watching it. He's a good one too, I might add.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like a really good one. Look at him.
Digging.
I know it, he's digging. Oh, look at here.
I think I just missed his buddy.
Oh, did you miss one?
Yeah.
It's probably fixing to happen. You know how it is when you get around the school of them.
Especially this time of year.
I know it, man. It's what you throw that crankbait, and you throw it, and you throw it, and you throw it, and you finally find a school of them, and it is on. Pretty.
Yeah, that's a good colored fish too.
That's a beautiful fish. Solid. Nope. You didn't mess with it. You went straight to the meat, didn't you?
Caught one while I wasn't looking. Every time you get in the floor, I'm gonna catch one.
I can see that.
They're all fun.
Oh, I love them all.
Colored up pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Castaic, the company that invented the swim bait lure category, introduces the most lifelike series of fishing lures on the market today. With jointed, paddle tail, and straight body designs, Castaic has it all. Castaic lures will entice the most stubborn fish to bite. Available in an array of sizes, shapes, and a multitude of colors, Castaic has the perfect lifelike lure for the job. So if you're ready to get your hands wet, pick up a Castaic lure today.
Bulldog rods feature a series of 12 rods designed by the best of the best in the industry. All the tools a serious bass fisherman would ever need. Whether you're a touring pro or a weekend warrior, these rods are for you. Each blank features Japanese Toray carbon fiber and gives these rods incredible feel, lightness, and power. With a no questions asked warranty, unmatched look, durability, and sensitivity that has to be felt to be believed, they are priced to sell, built to last. Bulldog rods, tough as a dog, that's no bull.
You got it dialed in that these fish are wanting that small XRM.
Yeah, nice. That's a stud right there. Shallow running jerkbait called an XRM 100. It's a reaction strike jerkbait. Hey, that's a nice fish for sure. Nice fish.
Introducing the Microwave Line Control System by American Tackle, the most efficient casting system on the planet. It uses the latest in line guide technology to improve accuracy and add distance to each cast. A two-stage conical design primary guide captures and controls fishing line to straighten coils, reducing friction and maintaining line speed during the cast. It's so effective that it requires less energy to deliver the smoothest, most accurate long-distance casts possible.
The Bass Doctor is sponsored by American Tackle Company, makers of the Microwave Guide System, Lucky Tackle Box, Castaic, the original swim bait company, Duckett Fishing, Reaction Strike, #1 in swim baits, Bulldog Rods, tough as a dog, that ain't no bull, Power Pole shallow water anchors, Garmin, TH Marine, Stormer, and by Backstabber Lures,
4-inch BD shad. It's a new bait. I've never thrown it. So, let's see if they'll eat it.
I'm moving around quite a bit.
They are moving around. Decent bait.
Oh, boom.
Missing?
Yep.
Oh, they move shallow. Yeah, these are real shallow.
Didn't miss that one though.
Yeah, that one wasn't a short cracker. Dude, they are all quality fish, aren't they?
That's a good fish.
Oh, there's one on the BD shed. Yeah, there's one on the BD shed.
That's a good one too.
That is a good one. Such a big one. Oh man. Oh, that's a good one there.
First time you ever threw the bait?
First time I ever threw the bait. First time I ever threw the bait. Oh, I think they like that bait.
Yeah.
Look at this chunk.
That's pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, you reckon? You think so? You think so? You think this is fun stuff?
3.5, 4-pounder?
Yeah. You know, it's BD shad when they get shallow, Jason. I love these things. This is the, that's the new 4-inch. And of course you've got the 5-inch.
Right.
And the 6-inch is the one that's so famous. We catch so many big ones on. You know, when these fish in the fall, a lot of times they'll want to run up on shallow flats. In this case, it's got a little grass mixed in with it. But a BD shad is a great way to catch the biggest fish in the school when they get up there shallow. Even when they're chasing threadfin, you know, you can throw this bigger bait and get their attention. Ain't always about matching the hatch, is it?
Not necessarily, but it's still a shad imitator.
Oh yeah, moving bait, yep. You know, we might. There's one. There's one. Oh yeah.
Good one, too.
A pretty good one. Cannot resist. Come on in here.
You get them sideways with both hooks.
Yeah. He smoked that thing.
When they get both hooks sideways,
dog.
he wanted to eat it.
Man, when they hit this, when they hit the BD shad, it's just a different bite. I mean, it's just a violent bite, isn't it? I don't know what.
It's a fun bait.
Golly. It's a fun bait. Nice big fat chunky thing.
Healthy.
Healthy. Golly.
In the fall of the year on the Tennessee River, especially Guntersville, these shad are migrating. The one thing to look for is the backs of those pockets. And those pockets don't necessarily have to be a visible pocket on the bank. It can be what we're on today. It's just where a drain line basically stops into a grass line, and these bass are coming out of that drain, pushing these shad up on top of this grass and feeding. It's fun when those two things come together.
Oh, there's one.
Got one?
Yeah, good one.
Kind of crazy how it just,
It's a good one.
nothing.
He's either
nothing.
really big or something. Yeah, he's a good one. He's not as big as I thought he was, though.
Fish, though.
Yeah, I thought he was in that. He got hung in that grass bed. It was
Still 3.5
yeah,
pounds.
still solid 3.5 pounder, but I thought it was going to be like a really big one. Still a beautiful bass, isn't it? Just a beautiful bass. God, they're so chunky, aren't they? You know, it's bait in the afternoon gets in these drains, and those wandering schools just, you know, they just wander through chasing the bait all the time. Pretty decent. Oh, man, he came straight up, didn't he? I mean, straight up. Golly.
Well, it's just right on top of that grass, feathering across the top.
Gotcha, and he just busted it as soon as it freed up.
I don't know if he's gonna give us any more or not. Oh. He got it though. Look.
Huh?
That's eating it.
He smoked it, man.
When they get it like that, that's good.
The bell's going off.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Dinner time.
Dinner bell. Let's see if I can get another one. That's a pretty fish.
Pretty fish, solid fish. 3+.
Some fish came up, blew up right off this point right here. I'll kick the boat out just a little bit because I'm in a hair deep. And I feel like we're gonna for sure catch one because they blew twice. You good?
Yeah, that's right on that grass line.
Yeah. I was just trying to hit that grass line. That's where they came up. And then I saw two on the grass right there. I just haven't got my money's worth yet. There he is.
Popping in. We got him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I told you about
it. It is a bass.
I told you we were guaranteed to catch one here, didn't I?
It is a bass.
It is a bass, you know. I mean, he's the squeaker 12-incher. I can think a time or two that would have made me $50,000 or $60,000.
True. How many times have we begged for 12 inches?
I missed the classic, if you're ready for this, at Guntersville, my home lake, by 1 point 4 years ago. 1 freaking point. That's any one place, anywhere through 10 events.
Yep.
1 spot, 68th to 67th.
Yep.
13th to 12th. Oh, there he is.
There was one out there on that
I
grass
knew that
line.
there'd be one out there. Good one?
No.
No?
Well, they're all good ones.
They're all good ones.
It's the twin of the one you just caught.
Twin of the one I just caught.
Might be the same guy. You reckon he's swimming back down there?
I'm gonna think not.
No.
I mean, the BD8's pretty good. I don't
Eat it
know if
twice in a row.
I don't know if you can catch one twice in a row on it. I mean, maybe.
You know, 12 inchers, 3-4 pounders. Catching is so much more fun than fishing.
Catching is so much more fun than fishing.
You got it dialed in that these fish are wanting that small XRM.
Yeah, nice. That's a stud right there. Shallow running jerkbait called an XRM 100. It's a reaction strike jerkbait. Hey, that's a nice fish for sure. Nice fish.
Closed captioning sponsored by American Tackle Company, makers of the microwave guide system.
We're in the power pole booth again. We talked a little earlier about the vision, the new vision. Man, they're changing the game, not just with shallow water anchor, but got something else cool for you. Tell us about it, Dan.
Cool. What we have here is the PowerPool Charge. It's a marine battery management system, not just your typical battery charger. What Charge can do, it can put up to 40 amps of charging power to your cranking battery and up to 25 amps per one of your trolling motor batteries. But it can also move that power on the boat while you're fishing. If your trolling motor needs more power, it can distribute power from your cranking battery up to the trolling motor, and vice versa. If your cranking battery is getting low, use that power from your trolling motor and distribute it to your cranking battery. You need to see your rate of charge for the first time ever on the PowerPool Vision or on our Sea Monster app. You can see instant battery data. How much voltage do you have in your cranking battery? What's the voltage in your trolling motor batteries? And if I start my engine and run to the next spot, how much juice I can get with my alternator. If you use all your trolling motor battery and all your cranking battery, Charge can distribute power, what's left in your trolling motor batteries, to your cranking battery and emergency start you out on the water to get back to weigh-in and charge those batteries on the way back.
That's awesome, but the other cool thing about it is it will charge water cell, AGM, or lithium batteries. A lot of people are going to lithiums. It will charge all the batteries. Great new product from PowerPole. Check them out, powerpole.com.
You know, just little pods of fish here, there, and somewhere in between.
Seems like you catch one, though. You catch 2 or
There's
3.
another one. That's a good one, too. He's coming up. Oh, yeah.
Grass?
No, there's a fish in it, but I think he's got grass. Nope, there he goes. He just came up. Yep.
Another pretty good
It's
one.
a good one, man. It's a good one. Another good one. I've got him pinned in the face.
Yeah, I got both hooks.
I got both hooks in his face. That's good. Just come in here without causing trouble.
Yeah.
Look, I got him pinned in the head and it slowed him down.
Yeah. Pulling him sideways.
Uh-huh.
Did you notice how I got that cast right back in there?
I noticed that. You didn't waste any time. What's it's like animals up here
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
catch them. Another fine fatty.
They're healthy.
They are.
Got one?
Yeah. Just smashed it right here.
What's up,
Oh yeah, he just right beside the boat. I was just about to throw it out. You got another?
I got one too.
It's obviously a school.
Go through and catch. Didn't know catch anything.
For a little while and then whack, whack, whack.
I think this is a better one.
Yours better?
Yeah. Kind of pulling.
Let me get back in there.
He's wanting,
It's obviously
he's wanting to
school
come
of
up.
my theory. That's a good one.
Yeah, he's trying to come up.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's in that in between. Please don't jump.
Yeah.
Please don't jump. Right there at that stage.
And you never know with these treble hooks.
No, you never know.
Plus, I think we got a bunch
of. He's got a big wad of grass on him.
Bunch of milfoil too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always fun. You get the milfoil, makes them feel like even bigger.
I know. They feel twice as big. It's a good one though.
Yeah, it's
big
solid.
chunk.
30-pound fish.
Yeah, it's a chunk fish.
He got pegged too. He got the front one. Pretty, man.
Mm-hmm. Double.
Yep. Terrible.
Yep.
Terrible day. Terrible day to go fishing.
Terrible day.
Yeah, it feels like a real good one.
Yeah. Yeah, a real good one.
When you hear that line doing that singing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Huge, but another 3-pounder.
A nice chunk, man. Just fine fish.
Trying to show out too.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, they're strong.
I know, aren't they? Well, that's because they're
feeding up.
And if you put these fish on scales, when they get fat and thick like that, they weigh so much more than, you know? I mean, they'll weigh 5-6 ounces more than you ever guessed they would.
Yeah, and they're thick from the head all the way back.
Yeah. Eating all that bait.
Pretty.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
They're schooling right there.
Yeah. It is time to eat on the Tennessee River.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all sonar is just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Castaic, the company that invented the swim bait lure category, introduces the most lifelike series of fishing lures on the market today. With jointed, paddle tail, and straight body designs, Castaic has it all. Castaic lures will entice the most stubborn fish to bite. Available in an array of sizes, shapes, and a multitude of colors, Castaic has the perfect lifelike lure for the job. So if you're ready to get your hands wet, pick up a Castaic lure today.
Bulldog rods feature a series of 12 rods designed by the best of the best in the industry. All the tools a serious bass fisherman would ever need. Whether you're a touring pro or a weekend warrior, these rods are for you. Each blank features Japanese Toray carbon fiber and gives these rods incredible feel, lightness, and power. With a no questions asked warranty, unmatched look, durability, and sensitivity that has to be felt to be believed, they are priced to sell, built to last. Bulldog rods, tough as a dog, that's no bull.
The Bass Doctor is sponsored by American Tackle Company, makers of the microwave guide system, Lucky Tackle Box, Castaic, the original swim bait company, Duckett Fishing, Reaction Strike, #1 in swim baits, Bulldog rods, tough as a dog, that ain't no bull, Power Pole shallow water anchors, Garmin, TH Marine, Stormer, and by Backstabber Lures.
Today at Guntersville, it's about cranking. It's fall cranking, it's BD8. We're up in these drains, throwing this crankbait for these schooling bass that are coming up chasing the shed. It's the BD8 crankbait, so you need a light rod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy Bulldog casting rod. It is the perfect tip, light tip, so you're not pulling that crankbait away from these bass as they eat. Throwing it on an RB 360, 5-3-1. I like a slower retrieve on a crankbait. You don't want to get it too fast for them, but you want it fast enough that you can catch up to them when you get a bite. It's a good reel, good rod combination to come to Guntersville in the fall and go cranking with a BD8 for these fall bass.
Dude, they are blowing up right over there. God, they're still blowing up. There are a bunch of fish right in this area right here.
There's one right there.
Another one?
Yep.
Good one?
Yeah. It's hard to say in that grass. It's a pretty decent fish.
Is it another good one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's fish under us on the grass. There's fish blowing up out there. There's fish on the end of your crankbait,
Yeah,
by the way.
One on the end of my pole.
There's fixing to be one on mine.
It's a good one.
It is coming. Oh, that is a good. God, no, that's a big one.
It's a big one. It's 3.5 pounder again.
Yeah. Solid or more.
Yeah, maybe more.
More, maybe like 4.
Thick.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're healthy. You know the lake is doing well.
Well, lake is doing really well.
Looks like a pre-spawn fish.
Uh-huh. I know they do. They look like they're about to spawn and all, and they're just fat and healthy and eating bait.
Well, I don't,
I had one on. I had one right there, and he just came off.
It don't bother me to catch them either, so. I don't think they're going to quit coming up.
It's almost dark, man. They're still biting, and they're still biting. You can't hardly leave because they're still.
You don't want to quit when you catch them.
You don't quit when you're catching them.
Another one?
Another one. No, it isn't. We got them. Big. It is a big one. Don't.
I am going to throw back in there.
Oh, don't come on. I guess so. There's probably 4 more with them. It's like every other school has been.
You catch one, then you catch 2. Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, he's got cracked on him. I'm going to try to swing him. Oh, man. Check that out.
That's a 5 pounder.
God, dog, check that out. Man. It's almost dark. I hate to quit, but the fish won't quit biting.
The problem is the camera guy says it's dark.
We can't see anymore.
We can't film anymore.
We can't film anymore because we can't see.
Fishing, but
good Lord. God, look how heavy those fish are.
4.5, 5 pounder.
Man.
Fat.
That is a fat fish. Like you say, that they look like they're pre-spawn. They're so big and fat.
And everybody thinks about top water and everything else in the fall.
Crank them in. BD8 sneaks across those grass lines. It's phenomenal this time of year.
I don't know how many we caught on it today.
I don't know. I don't know how many we caught on it either. But he does. They're on.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Thank you, man.
Enjoyed it.
Till next time, Bass Doctor, Guntersville Fall Fishing, Mr. Boyd Duckett. I got the best job in the world, man. See y'all next time.
Put him back. Beautiful fish.